What is up, folks? Justin Phillip here, back again from Dog Times Productions. And today I thought it'd be fun to take a look at the last year here on the channel, because today is December 29th, 2019, and it has been exactly 1 year since kind of the revamping of youtube.com/Justin Phillip. So we're just going to be taking a look back at a whole year in review. I'm going to bring you guys into my YouTube studio. We can take a look at what videos get the most views kind of consistently, what videos have the highest views overall, and just kind of look at the ones that aren't doing so well. I just thought it'd be fun to take a little dive in on that and give a little bit of history about the whole channel and everything, because if you guys have done your homework, you may have seen like this channel's been around for quite a few years. A lot of you may also know that I am an actor. I've been a member of SAG-AFTRA since 2011. So for those of you that don't know, that is the Screen Actors Guild, and yeah, I've been a professional actor since 2002. And so in the beginning of the YouTube, of me owning a YouTube, it was strictly just to like put some acting reels up or any specific little clips that I had to throw together to just get somewhere on an online link that I could send over to my manager or my agents, and they could send off to pitch me to some jobs, because I have had speaking roles on some Lifetime movies and Adult Swim, College Humor, and lots of commercials, and did a few pretty cool things for the Travel Channel and a lot of pilots like for Hulu and things like that. So yeah, so the channel has been around for a long time. But then a year ago to the day, in 2018 of December 29th, I was a member of a little GH5 user group, and they wanted to, in the Facebook group, they wanted to share photos of like people's cinema rig builds and things. And my GH5 used to be my primary camera before I got the Pocket 4K, and I had this thing rigged out like pretty hardcore. And so I took some pictures of it and put it on the Facebook group, and then a lot of people started commenting on the post and asking like, what's this, what's that, you know, they wanted to know all the parts to it. And I started like replying to all the comments and listing all the parts. Then I thought, this is crazy, this is going to be ongoing, right? So then I just thought, I'll make a YouTube video. And I put that video out, and then that kind of snowballed into what this channel is today. And then a lot of you may know that the primary focus of this channel is like lighting and Pocket 4K stuff. I was actually one of the first guys in Los Angeles to get the BlackMagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K. So I just started doing a lot of like reviews of it and testing it out, and I think that's what garnered a lot of traffic here. So we can take a look at it. Let's dive into the YouTube studio right now and see exactly like what kind of numbers have grown over the years. I just thought this would be fun as like, you know, a little end of the year thing and like a 1 year anniversary here on the channel. A year ago today, I maybe think my channel had maybe 200 subscribers, maybe anywhere from 200 to 239 subscribers is what we had 1 year ago today. And now we currently have 4,294 subs. So that's pretty rad. I mean, I think that's cool. And here you'll notice that I've just in the last 28 days, I've gained 436 subscribers. So it's going pretty well. In the last 28 days, I've had 50,000 views, which is actually down 2%. And my watch time is at 3.9 thousand, but that's down 3% as well. Over here you can see my top videos, and this is actually pretty consistent. This has been pretty consistent overall since these videos have been out, but in the last 48 hours, my top 3 videos are the BlackMagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K Starter Kit, and then number 2 is how to manually pull focus, and then number 3 is the Sigma 18-35 versus the Rokinon Cine. Right here we can see what's going on. Top videos in the last 28 days. The BlackMagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K Starter Kit has been my top video for quite some time. I mean, that is definitely one of the top videos of this channel. And then right under that is one of the latest ones, 2 of the latest ones. The first one being, you know, my question is the PortKeys BM5 with Bluetooth, the best monitor for the BMPCC4K and 6K. And then number 3 is Say No to Autofocus, which was my latest video, my kind of review of the DP follow focus, the Folka DP 3000, and then under that is the Sigma 18-35 versus the Rokinon, and then in 5th place under that is the my review of the Moza Mini S, the cell phone gimbal, which is funny, that Mini S essential smartphone gimbal. I wasn't even gonna review that thing, and then my wife kind of, you know, talked me into it, and then it ended up being one of my top viewed videos. Like, you know, over time it just garnered more and more attention, and it's kind of interesting because that kind of gets different eyes on my channel that wouldn't normally be watching my channel, because, you know, we don't really do cell phone stuff here. I'm not really a fan of cell phone filming, But whatever. In the last year, we've had 446,000 views. We have had 28.8 thousand watch time hours and gained 4,000 subscribers. Okay, so here we can see my top videos of all time. And they are the BlackMagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K Starter Kit, which only has 42.1 thousand views. And then right under that is my BMPCC4K Cinema Rig and Camera Bag for the BlackMagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K, and that has 25,000 views. And that's kind of just like one of the first kind of rig builds of the Pocket 4K that I put out, and it has a lot of weird. It's kind of long. It has like a guest. It has like a guest star, and then we did stuff with the glide cam, and I don't know. It's kind of a long video. But that's number 2, and then number 3 is the Sigma versus Rokinon Cine with 20.6 thousand views. That's a pretty decent, that gets a lot of attention, a lot of comments still. This is funny, my 4th top video is actually one of my acting clips, which is me playing a torture victim. And it actually has the top views on my channel overall. I think it has like 70,000 views. It's my top viewed video. It has nothing to do with cameras. It's just me acting in a little clip. A buddy of mine did it for a horror. It's like an underground horror network channel. And it was kind of like an homage to Marathon Man. And if you haven't seen Marathon Man, it's like Laurence Olivier plays like a demented dentist, and then Dustin Hoffman gets tortured in the dentist chair. And I kind of play that Dustin Hoffman character. And it's kind of weird that that's my most watched video. Kind of shows you like how sick and demented the world is, and things that people are Googling and searching on YouTube, because it's just me in a chair getting kind of tortured by a demented dentist. And I'll put a little playlist down in the description below to all of my acting clips if any of you are interested in that stuff. But in the last year, it is my top 4 video, but overall it is the most viewed video on this entire channel. It has nothing to do with cameras at all. It's just my acting stuff. And then my 5th top viewed video in the last year was the new anamorphic features for BMPCC4K, when they put out the latest firmware update with their 2.6K and 2.8K anamorphic. So yeah, I just think it's kind of interesting, and I think it's cool that you can watch in real time. If you guys don't know about this stuff, you can watch real time what is going on for views in the last 48 hours. I've had almost 3,000 views within the last 48 hours, and here we can look at my top videos, which are pretty close to what's over here in the last year. It's still the BlackMagic Pocket 4K Starter Kit is definitely one of my top viewed videos. Right under that is one of my newest ones, the Say No to Autofocus. Then for 3rd place is Sigma versus Rokinon Cines. And then the Torture Victim is still there at number 4. But at number 5 is the Moza Mini S Essential Smartphone Gimbal. The impressions is pretty cool. Like, that BMPCC4K Starter Kit video has over 1 million impressions. And impressions are like how many times your video thumbnails were shown to viewers. It includes only impressions on YouTube, not on external sites or apps. So that's pretty crazy. Like, over 1 million people have seen that Pocket 4K Starter Kit video. But it still only has like 42,000 views, which means that like a lot of people click off almost immediately on that video, because that's only a 9% view rate, and only 1.9% click-through rate through the impression. So they haven't actually watched the video. They just see the thumbnail. Over 1 million people have seen the thumbnail, and out of that over 1 million, only 1.9% actually click on the thumbnail. So that's interesting. And we can see the average view duration of that video is only 7 minutes and 51 seconds. So almost 8 minutes is the average view duration of that video. Okay, so it's just interesting. But what I want to do is like jump down and see like the worst video that I have here. And it is the Pocket 4K updates, SSDs, and batteries on cinema cameras. This got put out in March 6th. And here you'll see the impression rate dropped all the way down to 21.7 thousand. And the click-through rate is only 6.1%. So it's interesting that the click-through rate is way higher on that update video, but the view rate is down. So that means a lot of people are clicking on that video more than the Pocket 4K Starter Kit video, but then they're not actually watching it. And it's not really a very cool video. It was just kind of updates of like SSDs and battery situations with the Pocket 4K about a month after owning the Pocket 4K. So kind of interesting to see like the videos that don't do very well And then under that is my review of the SmallRig half cage for the Pocket 4K. I don't even know why I did that. And then under that is IR pollution and LUT comparison on the Pocket 4K, which I thought was a pretty decent video, you know, showing variations of different LUTs. And then we talked briefly about IR pollution. And then on top of that, you know, it's kind of also a review of the Simmod variable ND, which I love that ND. But yeah, so those are kind of like the 3 worst videos of this channel, you know, and then compared to like the top 3 best the ones. A lot of people love that Sigma versus Rokinon Cine, which is pretty interesting. So maybe, looking at that, maybe what I'll do is maybe we should do a review of the new Zeiss Cine lenses that I have and compare those to the Sigma Art. And that would be an interesting thing, because I did notice that over on the Contact Zeiss user group over on Facebook, there are a lot of guys talking about how they do cut their Zeiss lenses with the Sigma 18-35 with a black Pro Mist on the Sigma. So maybe we can do that. Maybe we can do a comparison, you know, shoot some stuff with the Zeiss's up against the Sigma without the Pro Mist, and then throw the quarter Pro Mist on and see some differences in there. Because I have done a test before in the past. I've done a video on here where we compared the Sigma Art with a black Pro Mist on there, and then compared it against one of the first Zeiss's that I used to have. I don't have that Zeiss lens anymore, but it was a 50mm 1.7. And they were pretty close once the Sigma had that black Pro Mist filter on there. So yeah, I just think it's interesting to look at that and see like what videos do good and what videos don't do so good. And clearly, like, people love these rig build videos, which makes sense because that is kind of what got the ball rolling on this whole journey in the past year anyways, because the first video that kind of revamped this channel was the rig build of this GH5. That actual video itself doesn't have a whole lot of views. We can try to find it on here, I guess. Yeah, it's funny, the YouTube Studio shows a different thing, because on my actual, like, YouTube channel, what you guys see, it shows me having 4.36 thousand subscribers, but then over in the YouTube Studio, it doesn't show 4.36, it's only showing 4.29. So the YouTube Studio is showing less than what is actually showing up on the actual channel feed that you guys see. So that's kind of interesting that the YouTube Studio seems to be a little behind, actually. This video I have at the top, you can see, yeah, I got over 1,000 subs 8 months ago. So I just kind of keep that video up there. Okay, here you can see that torture victim video has 70,000 views. So that's pretty nuts. Okay, let's go here to videos, and I can try to find the original GH5 video here. Here it is, 1 year ago today. Yeah, see, this video only has, like 800 views? What's it at here? It's been up for a year. Is that my computer? Holy cow, the computer is like really working hard right now. Yeah, 842 views, 24 likes, 0 dislikes, which is pretty good, because nowadays almost all of my videos get dislikes on them, but that's fine too, you know, whatever. You can't please all the people all the time, and any attention is good attention, I guess. So that's it, folks. I just thought it'd be fun to take a look back in here, look back at the world of youtube.com/Justin Phillip. For my Patreon peeps, look out for tomorrow. We are back on the feature film behind the scenes. We are going to be looking at day 6. That's the last day of week 1. Lots of cool behind the scenes to look at and break down some lighting setups and stuff. And yeah, for everyone else, be on the lookout. We're going to be doing a review of another kind of interesting RGB light, a third RGB panel that was sent to me, but this one has app control, so that should be fun. You can control it with an app, so look out for that. And then also we're going to be taking a look at something that PortKeys sent me that could maybe help some issues that I had with the BM5 Bluetooth monitor. So yeah, be on the lookout for those things, and as always, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for the support, and yeah, we'll keep rolling on. We'll keep on keeping on into the new year. I hope everybody had a great Christmas, and for now, you know it, that's a wrap. Hello?
What, you making YouTube videos now? You one of those vloggers? What's going on?
I just want to create a network, you know, a low-budget indie filmmaker sharing tips and tricks with other low-budget indie filmmakers. That's it.